Your self-talk has to be so insanely in your favor that it sounds like you're glazing yourself. Now, I'm not saying don't be real with yourself or ignore negative feelings, because that wouldn't help you grow. But if you don't sound like your biggest fan inside of your head, then we gotta change that. Yo, you'd be surprised at the amount of people I've heard talk about themselves so negatively that you're thinking that they're talking about somebody that they hate, but it turns out they're talking about themselves. What goes on in this confined area right here dictates the actions that you take and ultimately the person that you become. If you're the one giving yourself momentum and gas to go forward despite what the outside world is showing or saying to you, then you're like a freight train on the go to your desired destination. Nobody's gonna fucking stop you. Relying on external factors to bring you up and get you to where you want to go mentally and physically is going against all the power that God gave you already inside of you. We got some scripture in here, man. Let the weak say, I am strong. Joel 3:10. Even if you're feeling weak in this moment, keyword in this moment, tell yourself you are strong, because your words and your thoughts are your power. Another one, Proverbs 12:6. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the speech of the upright rescues them. Your words and your thoughts are a double-edged sword. Do not hurt yourself with it. All right, hear me out. If you had a double-edged sword, would you hit yourself with it? Probably fucking not. So treat your words and your thoughts the same way, only to get you propelled in a forward direction. It's crazy, bro. I remember early in high school learning about the power of self-talk. And once you become conscious of the way you're talking to yourself, you can't go back to the way you were talking before. It's wild how negative it was, bro. It was literally holding me back from becoming who I wanted to be. I'm talking about reprogramming my brain on sight. The negative talk will quietly bubble up, then nope, automatically switch it to a productive thought that's gonna get me up and going to actually make shit happen. Psychologists talk about self-talk being a combination of our conscious thoughts, our subconscious thoughts, and our unconscious thoughts. The deeper ones always come up to the surface, so the way to shift it is to go deeper. Also, key to remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the person observing them. So when negative thoughts about yourself arise, ask yourself, why is this thought coming up? And also ask yourself, is this thought going to help me become better? When you ask yourself those questions and you get to dissect them, you really see that it's just the old program in your mind trying to keep you there. That's not actually who you want to become. So that's why we changed the program. That first step is to become consistently conscious about your thought patterns and see, are they constructive for you or are they destructive for you? Let's say it's a destructive thought that pops up in your head. You're like, damn, I suck at this, or damn, I'm a loser. And also, don't lie to your subconscious mind, because it can sense the bullshit meter. So don't say, oh, I'm great at this thing when you're not great at this. Instead, you can simply tell yourself, okay, I'm getting better every single time. I'm quickly learning. I'm quickly catching on. Put yourself in that progressive state. A lot of people get discouraged early on when it comes to switching their thought patterns to conscious constructive thinking because it takes a little while. But think, if you've been doing a habit for however many years, how fast do you expect to change that? So a massive key is you have to give yourself grace and time when it comes to reconstructing your thought patterns in a more positive way, and continue to push on when it gets annoying, when it gets discouraging, when it gets tough. Because think about it, you've probably been thinking negatively a majority of your life, so it's going to take a little bit of time. So continue to make your thought patterns more constructive, because it's only going to make your life more constructive.